Wisdom is the quiet strength that grows from experience, reflection, and understanding. It is more than knowledge, it is the ability to see beyond the surface of events, to recognize truth even when it is hidden, and to choose actions that bring harmony rather than conflict. Wisdom guides a person to stay calm in chaos, patient in difficulty, and humble in success. It teaches us to learn from our mistakes, to listen before we speak, and to value kindness over pride. In every choice, wisdom lights the path toward better decisions and a more meaningful life. Wisdom isn't just about knowing many things, it's the rare ability to understand life deeply and make sound decisions from that understanding. Unlike knowledge, which can be learned quickly, wisdom grows slowly through experience, reflection, and emotional maturity. Psychologists say that wise people are often calm thinkers who can see situations from multiple angles instead of reacting impulsively. Many cultures view wisdom as a combination of patience, empathy, and self-control, and studies even show that people who practice mindfulness and gratitude tend to develop wiser thinking over time. Wisdom also involves knowing what not to do, recognizing limits, avoiding unnecessary conflicts, and choosing the path that brings long-term benefit rather than short-term satisfaction. It's one of the few qualities that become stronger with age, hardship, and learning from mistakes, making it one of the most valuable traits a person can carry through life. There was once an old carpenter named Harun who lived in a quiet village at the edge of a forest. He had spent his entire life building homes for others, yet he himself lived in a small, worn-out hut. People often wondered why he never built a grand house for himself, but Harun only smiled and said nothing. One cold winter, a young boy from the village came to him in tears because his family's roof had collapsed in the rain. Without hesitation, Harun left his own unfinished repairs and spent days rebuilding the boy's home, working through stormy nights with nothing but a lantern and his aging hands. When the villagers asked him why he put others before himself, he finally answered with gentle eyes, "A house is strong because of its walls, but a life is strong because of the hearts we lift." Years passed, and Harun grew too old to work. One morning, the entire village gathered outside his hut carrying wood, tools, and food. Together, they built him a beautiful home, strong, warm, and crafted with love. As he watched them work, Harun realized that every act of kindness he had given had quietly returned to him, multiplied. In that moment, the villagers understood the true meaning of wisdom, that it is not found in books or age, but in the simple, selfless choices that make the world softer for someone else. 1. Wisdom through experience. Wisdom often grows from the quiet lessons that life teaches us over time. It is shaped not only by successes, but by the moments when things fall apart and we are forced to rebuild ourselves. People who gain wisdom through experience learn to see beyond immediate emotions and understand the deeper patterns behind events. They recognize that every difficulty carries a hidden message, every mistake hides a solution, and every disappointment shapes strength. This kind of wisdom allows a person to stand calmly in storms that would overwhelm others, because they have learned that even the hardest days can lead to unexpected growth. Experience-based wisdom doesn't come quickly. It is carved into the heart slowly, through living, losing, learning, and rising again. 2. Wisdom through compassion. True wisdom is not measured by intelligence, but by the ability to understand and feel for others. Compassionate wisdom teaches us to pause before judging and to listen before speaking. It opens our eyes to the struggles behind someone's anger, the fear behind someone's silence, and the loneliness behind someone's smile. People who carry this wisdom know that kindness is not a weakness but a powerful force that can change a person's entire day, or even their life. Compassionate wisdom helps us build stronger relationships, heal conflicts, and become a source of comfort instead of criticism. It reminds us that sometimes the greatest wisdom is simply choosing to care, even when the world feels too fast and too harsh. 3. Wisdom through patience. In a world driven by speed, patience has become one of the rarest forms of wisdom. It teaches us that not everything needs an immediate answer, and not every dream unfolds overnight. A wise person understands that patience is not about waiting passively, it is about waiting with purpose, faith, and strength. Patience allows us to make thoughtful decisions instead of rushing into regret. It helps us control anger, avoid unnecessary fights, and appreciate the journey just as much as the destination. People who master this wisdom realize that everything meaningful takes time. Trust, healing, success, love, and self-growth. Patience is the quiet wisdom that reminds us that the best things in life are worth waiting for. 4. Wisdom through silence and reflection. Many people speak, but few truly reflect. Wisdom born from silence teaches us to look inward, understand our motives, and listen to the whispers of our intuition. When we sit alone with our thoughts, we begin to see the truth behind our fears, dreams, and decisions. Reflection allows us to learn from our past without being trapped by it. It helps us understand why we behave the way we do and how we can grow into better versions of ourselves. Through silence, we learn to observe before reacting, to analyze before deciding, and to respond with clarity rather than emotion. This form of wisdom transforms confusion into understanding and replaces noise with inner peace. 5. Wisdom through gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most overlooked forms of wisdom, yet it can transform an entire life. When we learn to appreciate what we have instead of focusing on what we lack, we begin to see the world differently. Gratitude teaches us that wealth is not in possessions but in moments, relationships, and inner peace. A grateful person becomes wiser because they understand the fragile beauty of life. They value people while they're still here, celebrate small joys, and find meaning in ordinary days. Gratitude also builds emotional strength. It allows us to stay hopeful even when life is difficult because we remember that there is always something worth holding on to. This wisdom teaches that happiness is not found in having more, but in seeing the value of what is already in our hands. Wisdom is not a destination we reach, but a lifelong journey shaped by our choices, experiences, and the way we treat others. It grows quietly within us through moments of reflection, patience, and compassion, teaching us to see beyond the surface of life. A wise person understands that mistakes are not failures but lessons, that silence can speak louder than words, and that kindness is far more powerful than pride. Wisdom helps us navigate challenges with calmness and see the world with clearer eyes and a softer heart. In the end, wisdom is the light that guides us not to a perfect life, but to a meaningful one filled with understanding, gratitude, and purpose.